Hi, and welcome to my video about our first day on the Kumano Kodo Pilgrimage Trail, from Giri to Takahara. This is the first of a three-part video series. We spent 3 days walking the Kumano, and my goal was to qualify for a dual pilgrim certificate. A dual pilgrim is someone who has walked both the Kumano Kodo in Japan and the El Camino de Santiago in Spain. Both are UNESCO World Heritage Pilgrimage routes. In October 2018, I received my Compostela, which is a certificate of completion for walking the Camino. And when we decided to go to Japan for a long vacation, I asked my wife Lori if we could spend some time on the Kumano so that I could qualify as a dual pilgrim. I've included a link in the comments section below to my popular video about my walk on the Camino. And I've included some links to some helpful information about walking the Kumano Kodo. I'd like to make this video available to everyone interested in walking the Kumano, so please click your thumbs up like button before moving on. The more likes this video receives, the higher the chances are that it'll show up on the search for anyone interested in walking the Kumano Kodo. Thank you, and I hope you liked the video. We flew from Los Angeles to Tokyo Haneda Airport and then immediately took the Shinkansen bullet train to Kyoto, where we stayed for 3 nights. On the morning of our 4th day, we traveled to Takahara to start our walk on the Kumano Kodo. To get there, we took a local rapid service train from Kyoto to Shinosaka Station, and as you could see, it was quite crowded. After the short ride to Shinosaka, we took a limited express train to the town of Kitanabe, which took about 2 hours. On our train to Kitanabe, we sat in front of one of the cars to make it easier to place our heavy luggage. Our Kumano walk was just a short portion of our 17-day tour of Japan, and our luggage had clothes for our entire time. We arrived at the Kitanabe station a little before noon. The Tanabe Tourist Center and the bus stop to Takahara is just to the left of the train station exit. The Tourist Center staff is helpful, and it's a good place to pick up a pilgrim's passport if you're interested in collecting stamps at the shrines along the way. You can also get a passport at the Visitor Center at Takahara. Collecting stamps is a must if you want to qualify as a dual pilgrim. Because of our afternoon arrival and my preference for a smooth first day on the trail, we hired a guide through Kumano Travel. Yoshi, our guide, and Shin, a guide in training, were with us on our first day. They met us at the Tanabe Tourist Center and rode the bus with us to Takahara. We found both of them to be extremely helpful and informative. In addition, I was very focused on achieving a dual pilgrim designation, and I wanted to make sure, with the help of our guides, that I met all of the requirements before arriving at the Hongu Grand Shrine. The bus ride to Takahara took about 40 minutes, and our accommodations were arranged through Oku Japan's 4-day self-guided walking tour of the Kumano Kodo. A luggage transfer between Ryokyans was included for us at an extra cost. The man providing the luggage transfer met us when we got off the bus and took our luggage to our first Ryokan. After dropping our luggage off, we walked over to the Kumano Kodo Pilgrimage Center. There are a number of exhibitions in this octagon-shaped building, including scrolls documenting some ancient pilgrimages. Yoshi spent some time taking us through the exhibitions and explaining the history of the Kumano Kodo to us. In 2004, the Kumano Kodo Pilgrimage routes were registered on UNESCO's World Heritage List as sacred sites and pilgrimage routes in the Kii mountain range. The UNESCO marker is next to the start of the trail.
The history of this shrine is about 900 years old, but actually this building was rebuilt in the year 1990.
Takahara Oji is a very important spot on the Kumano Kodo Pilgrimage route and one of the 5 major Oji shrines. It's located near the start of the trail.
It's the start from it's the start of the uphill from here. Take it slow, taking a rest.
Okay.
That's what he said.
From Takahara, the trail starts with a very steep uphill, and actually it's uphill most of the way to Takahara. It can be shocking for those who are unprepared. We trained for several months on a canyon trail in the Santa Monica Mountains after watching videos about the Kumano Trail on YouTube.
Yes. Ancient pilgrims believed this would be the womb of the Mother Earth. So people seeking healing and rebirth, passing through this cave and felt reborn. If you'd like to give it a try, you can do it, but it's very narrow.
I'll take a
But
look.
it's short.
Did you want to go in there? You go ahead.
All right. So
I think I have to take my backpack off if I do. Let me see.
yes. You have to leave your backpack here to go through the cave.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
This is Chichi Rock. It's said that while a man and his wife were on their pilgrimage to Kumano, the wife went into labor and gave birth to a boy, who they left in this cave. When they came back, the boy was alive and protected by wolves. He was drinking their milk, which trickled down from this rock. I've included almost all of the footage that I took while walking on our first day so that you can get an idea of what the trail is like. Some of the footage is awkward, but keep in mind that I was filming with a GoPro 7 without a stabilizer. It's very hard to film while walking, especially because of the uneven path that's often crisscrossed with tree roots. It takes a lot of concentration on where you're stepping, especially when going downhill or when the path is wet. I've seen some questions on the Facebook Kumano Kodo planning page from people who are afraid of heights. The trail does have very steep drop-offs, but as you can see from the footage, even the steep drop-offs are covered with trees. So if you fell, chances are that you would quickly land against a tree trunk after falling just a very short distance. I have a height phobia, but I didn't have a problem because the trail we were on was heavily wooded. Also, it might help to go to Google Maps, search for the Kumano Kodo Trail, and drill down to street level. Street level has 360-degree views, and you can virtually walk the entire trail to get used to what you'll experience while actually on it.
And this is a leaf of cypress. It's flatter, and this is the needle of cedar. It has needle like this. But if the leaves are on the high up on the tree, how can you tell?
What's on the ground?
Well, one has leaves and the other one has needles.
Somebody's laughing.
Ah, yes, it's broken.
Oh.
Whoa,
The bark?
the bark. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the bark.
At one section, the trail splits into two, and those who aren't completely tired out can walk up some steep steps to a lookout point. There are a lot of trees partially blocking the view from the lookout point, but I had a remedy for that. This is where the two trails become one again.
No stamp here. No stamp.
So they are the Jizo statue. It's not Jesus, Jizo, Jizo.
J-I-Z-O.
Yes, Jizo, the guardian deity. Mostly they are guardian deity of the children.
Oh,
So they wear the bibs, red bibs, like that.
This is the guardian deity for the tooth.
Huh?
Guardian deity for the tooth.
Oh, for the tooth.
Yes.
Yes, and then people in the old days were very patient. Actually, they had to be, because there's no dentist back then.
Yeah.
Yes, but when they became too much to bear any longer, they came to this kind of Jesus statue for their pain to go away.
So, the Jizo.
Jizo. Jizo. And after they recovered from the pain, they offered this Torii Gate made of steel, like this, to say thank you to the Jesus statue. But you can imagine it's very hard to make this Torii Gate. So
Yeah.
the people started to offer the two needles and one thread. Make looks like an Torii Gate, and they started to offer to the Jesus statue here. Yes, and then when you see the TV tower, that's the goal
Okay.
of the uphill.
All right.
Okay.
Vamos. Ikimashou.
Alright, perfect. Perfect. Ikimashou. Ikimashou.
Okay.
Okay. How about it? I get a nice little rest here.
Lori and I have a deep respect for all religions. I went to a Catholic high school, and one day we were taken to a Buddhist temple as part of a comparative religions class. I'll always remember that a monk there told us that all religions are different paths to the same place. I experienced that walking the Camino de Santiago this past October, visiting ancient temples in India this past December, and walking on the Kumano Kodo. Takahara offers beautiful views of the Kii mountain range and the town of Kurosawa in the valley far below. It's also the traditional stopping point of half-day hikes from Takagiri. For us, our day was not over because we were staying in Arroyo-kan in Kurosawa, which is a fairly long walk from Takahara. When we reached Takahara, we spent some time at the Takahara Kumano Jinja Shrine, one of the oldest buildings along this section of the Pilgrimage Route. It features ancient camphor trees. Yoshi took some time to lead Lori through the proper way to worship at a shrine.
Two bows without joining your hands.
Oh.
Into the way, yes. Two bows. And two claps. And pray. And one bow. Right, and this is the Shinto way. Yes, at the Buddhist temple there's a little different. It's a little different.
And the first bow is the greeting. What's the significance?
Yes.
A greeting on here.
Yes.
And then you put the money in. No, you first put the money in.
Yes.
Then you ring the bell.
The bell.
I'm here.
I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Yes, that I'm here.
And then why two bows?
It is said that it is the greeting for the deity firstly,
And
and showing the gratitude to the deity the second time. So actually, the way of praying at the Shinto shrine is integrated into one at the Meiji era about 140 years ago. So until then, the people prayed freely. Yes, that they believed. So some of them bowed 4 times and then 4 claps, and there are lots of ways for praying at the Shinto shrine.
The agent we dealt with at Oku, Japan was very thoughtful and helpful. But in hindsight, we should have used Kimono Travel's local and official community reservation system for our arrangements. However, the only issue I had with Oku, Japan was that our ryokan on the first day was located in Kurosawa. We were lucky that Yoshi and Shin were willing to walk us down to the ryokan. It would have taken us hours for us to locate it on our own. The physical facilities at the inn were not very acceptable. The staff, however, were very helpful, and the dinner, breakfast, and packed lunch they provided were very good. We were worried about this first ryokan before we left for our trip because we couldn't find any information about it on the web. Oku, Japan claimed there were no other accommodations available, even though we told them that we were willing to pay more for a better place to stay. The next day, a person from the inn drove us back up to Takahara, and we set off on our own this time without a guide for Chikatsuru. I'll include a link to the second part of this 3-part video series in the comments section below. You can also search for my videos by typing my name, Steve Fazzio, in YouTube's search feature. Please don't forget to hit your YouTube thumbs up like button before moving on. Thanks, and I hope you found this video helpful in planning your walk on the Kumano Kodo.